KCTV5. This is the First Warn 5 Weather Show.
Let's call it the calm between storms. We want to thank you for joining us for the First Warn 5 Weather Show. I'm Brad Stevens.
And I'm Chief Meteorologist Luke Doris, along with meteorologists Melissa Meter and Warren Sears. It's calm right now, but as we all know, that can change quickly around here.
That's why we're tracking what you need to know before the next round. Today, we're looking ahead to see what May has in store for us.
Yeah, and we'll also take a look back and recap what happened in April as well. But first, Luke is tracking what you need to know for tonight.
All right, we have a first warn in play for us tonight, and this is going to go through tomorrow as well. All right, so we've got strong storms that are possible as we go through tonight and into tomorrow. So this first warn is in place to give you the heads up. We're not done with this. We'd love to shake the storms. It's been a stormy pattern. So we'll call them isolated to possible overnight. They're likely on Thursday. Count on some storms around. A few of these could be strong. Not a big severe event here, but some pockets of hail and high wind and some heavy rain. At the moment, it is gorgeous out on this Wednesday evening. Aetna First Warn weather cam shows clear skies. We've got 70s. We are doing okay right now. Better than okay in a lot of spots. A little bit of patchy rain up here in Worth County near the Iowa border. Some places like that. Those are scooting on out. So we're between systems at the moment. Though we get into tonight and tomorrow, look at what comes in. There's some patchy, this is isolated stuff, but you may hear a few rumbles of thunder while you're sleeping tonight. Watch tomorrow morning. Here it comes out of the north. We probably get 2 rounds tomorrow. This is about 9 o'clock, what radar may look like. Could have maybe a few pockets of hail or high winds within that, and we just can't really get rid of it as we go throughout the day. You could see storms at about any time. Heaviest in the afternoon, probably southeast of the metro, but even after sunset, it's looking wet. And we've had a lot of rain here lately. This went down as over a half a foot of rain for the month of April, much of that on the back half. Now we're kicking off May. We get into the second day of May, another 1, 2, even pockets of 3 inches, not out of the question. Hey, we have had some severe weather here lately, and we have brand new information about a storm from yesterday afternoon, Warren, where a tornado did indeed touch down. That was near Douglas County, and we're getting some information from the National Weather Service. How strong was that?
Yeah, it just came in this afternoon, so that was from the National Weather Service in Topeka. Rated that a EF1 tornado here, and this is just over the county line. So you can see Perry, Lecompton, and this was near Williamstown. The path started west of town and ended up right pretty much in town. This was on the ground for about 6 minutes after the National Weather Service kind of took all of the damage into account. They did go ahead and rate it at EF1 with 107 mile-per-hour winds at peak. It was on the ground for about 1.88 miles. The best part about this, though, no injuries and no deaths. Brad?
All right, thank you, Warren. The National Weather Service did rate the tornado that hit Westmoreland yesterday as an EF3. The small Kansas town took a direct hit, destroying 22 homes there, smashing trees and basically anything else in its path. First responders from the surrounding counties showed up to help with the cleanup there.
And they came together for the community to do a good job. And I'm surprised at how fast it is wrapped up with the amount of damage that they had.
Sadly, one person was killed in the tornado. The town does have a curfew in place to keep people away from the damaged area as that cleanup continues. In Virginia, a spectacular sight as thunderstorms move in that area. This is what meteorologists call a shelf cloud. Look at this. Beautiful to look at. These are usually associated with a line of storms and can stretch for miles across the sky. Wow. Across the world now, in Kenya, the death toll from flooding there has risen to over 100. The flood overturned vehicles, it uprooted trees and swept homes away. More than 100,000 people in Kenya have been affected by heavy flooding. I don't know, Melissa, we've been dealing with a lot of rain here in Kansas City. I think as Luke just said, a significant amount for the month of April.
Absolutely, and we have more to come as we head into May. However, just in the month of April, KCI measured nearly 6.5 inches of rain. Warren, how does that compare to normal?
It's a lot more than normal, yes. So that is definitely something that we watch. The end of the month give us that surplus, and it's not just here in Kansas City at KCI. We had areas like Lawrence, even out into Sedalia as well. So this is just a little sample of 3 different locations. Lawrence had about 5.38 inches at the end of the month of April. Their normal is 4, so again, a nice inch and 3/4 more than they usually see. Kansas City 6.44 inches, normal 4.05. So again, a nice surplus over 2, almost 2.5 inches. And Sedalia 7.7 inches of rain for the month of April. Their normal 3.78 inches. A good surplus as we head into the beginning of May.
Forecasts built just for you as we go zone by zone.
Hey, we want to get your forecast for Thursday for your neighborhood. So here's your zone by zone. We'll start up north. Maryville 65. Bethany, you match that. Chillicothe 66. We're going to have some morning rain and storms there. Let's go to the central zone. This is along I-70. This includes the metro, about 73 for a high temperature there. But a lot of us are going to be stuck in the 60s with the clouds, with the downpours. Carrollton 67, Leavenworth 66, 65. We'll do it in Lawrence for your Thursday. Now the southern zone. Ottawa 70, 71 in Garnett. We'll go 72 in Butler, but still some pesky showers and thunderstorms keep us in the 60s in Clinton and Sedalia. Heavy rain possible. I think the best chance for that will be in our southern zone. Hey, we are in May now. We are looking ahead to our weekend, and we've got a lot going on this time of year here in Kansas City. Melissa, what do we have on the planning calendar?
Helping you plan ahead. This is your First Warn 5 planning calendar.
Luke, you just said it's the first day of May, and we all know how busy this time of year gets. The weather gets a little bit nicer, the days are a little bit longer, so let's look ahead at the forecast for some of those big events. And we have many events going on as we head into the course of this weekend. So as we head into our Thursday, we do have a first warn on Thursday. However, I do want to take a look at Friday, as Friday looks to be like a pretty nice day. Things are going to be quiet, and we're also going to see the chance for rain not return until very late. So if you are heading to the first Friday in the Crossroads, temperatures are going to be on the nice side. We're going to see sunshine. We're going to be in the 70s at first, falling to the 60s. And I think as we head into the 11 o'clock midnight hour, we see the chance for an isolated shower. As for Saturday, a first warn on Saturday. However, just the chance for rain and thunderstorms, we think, for the first half of the day. So if you're going to the Worlds of Fun opening day, temperatures in the 60s and 70s. We start to shed those rain jackets, I think, as we head through the second half of the day when the temperatures get warmer as well. So chance for rain mainly in the first half of the day as we head into Saturday, and then wrapping up as we head into the second half of Saturday.
Thanks, Melissa. Hey, do you ever wonder why hail can be as small as a pea or as big as a baseball? Meteorologist Greg Bennett has that answer and explains the science behind it next.
You're watching Kansas City's only all-weather show with Chief Meteorologist Luke Doris and the First Warn 5 weather team. This is the First Warn 5 weather show.
Turn up your morning.
Get up, get going, and turn on KCTV 5.
We'll bring you local stories that matter and get you ready for your day.
You'll get the news you need from overnight and see what's developing.
Get a personalized weather forecast for your neighborhood and across the heartland. Plus, I bet we'll make you crack a smile.
And if you know me, you know I'm thrifty, so I'm going to find you the most efficient drive for your morning commute.
So turn up your morning.
Turn on the news you trust.
Join Carolina, Bill, Greg, and Julia weekday mornings on KCTV 5.
He was going to kill me, it's believed, on the day that I was rescued.
Real people.
This is not you.
It's not me.
Real problems.
We thought, oh, well, they're going to let her go.
Real life solutions.
It will save lives, no doubt about it.
Investigate TV Plus.
Weekdays at 3. It's your city. It's our show.
And we'll bring it to you live every morning.
Wake up to the people, the places, and the fun we all have here at home.
Your mornings just got better on My KC Live.
Weekdays at 9 on KCTV 5.
I'm First Warn 5 Chief Meteorologist Luke Doris. I want to take a moment to tell you about something very important. It's called First Warn 5, and it's designed to give you advanced warning when you need it.
With First Warn 5, our mission is to identify specific bad weather days that could bring disruptive or even dangerous weather to Kansas City. Here's how it works. Let's say it's a Monday and our forecast data shows signs of extreme weather brewing out west that can affect us on Friday.
Like a winter storm coming in from the Rockies that we think will impact your neighborhood.
Or excessive heat that could put you in danger at work or in your yard.
Or severe storms that could flood roadways during your morning commute.
If our advanced weather tools see this coming, our team kicks into high gear.
We'll issue a First Warn 5 weather day here on TV and on all your devices.
Hey, we're not here to alarm you, but we will warn you with what we know when we know it.
So you can make plans before it makes an impact here at home.
This is why we first warned, only on KCTV 5. only on KCTV5. It's new, it's live, and it's about Kansas City.
Breaking tonight at 5.
Live at 5 with Brad Stevens and Carolyn Long.
We're getting our most detailed look yet.
Gets you up to speed quickly.
In the Waldo area of Kansas City, Missouri.
Your eyes.
Remarkable
your
story.
voice.
I need to ask you about physical inspection.
And your first warning from Chief Meteorologist Luke Doris. So you always feel protected and connected with Live at 5. Only on KCTV5. Download KCTV's app on your favorite streaming platform.
Welcome back. You're looking live at a gorgeous and calm day from downtown Kansas City. It was an entirely different story yesterday where we had severe thunderstorms. Now, some of you to the north had some serious hail fall from these storms. This is video from Grant City. You can see some decent sized hail hitting the ground. We had reports of hail to the size of apples. We actually saw that on the radar as well. And you might be thinking, what determines the size of hail? Well, meteorologist Greg Bennett, he has that answer.
All right, friends, as we continue on throughout our severe thunderstorm season, one of the big impacts that we get, especially here across the Missouri River Valley, is hail within these severe thunderstorms. But why do we get the certain size hail in different types of thunderstorms? That's a great question. We want to talk about it. Two things we need: supercooled water droplets, and we need an updraft. That's the wind that goes into a thunderstorm all the way to the top and then kind of sort of meanders there, shoots back down, and we call that the downdraft. Now, the supercooled water droplets, they actually start to bombard with one another, and as soon as they come into contact with one another, they freeze immediately, starting to create that hailstone. Now, that hailstone will continue to grow as long as we have the updraft strong enough to keep it aloft in the thunderstorm. So the stronger that updraft is, that wind going into the thunderstorm, the larger the hailstone can get before it falls out of the sky. Something that we may see often during our severe thunderstorm season. Now, the biggest kind of hailstone on record, about the size of a volleyball. Pretty wild stuff.
Wild indeed. Thank you, Greg. Major changes in your local health care as Liberty Hospital and KU Health finalize a merger. The details of their final agreement. Plus, meteorologist Savannah Tennyson is tracking what you should expect tomorrow morning as the kids get ready for school.
And before we head to break, a weather trivia question. Today's question is, how many layers are in Earth's atmosphere? Think about it for a few minutes. We'll have the answer right after the break.
Turn up your morning.
Get up, get going, and turn on KCTV5.
We'll bring you local stories that matter and get you ready for your day.
You'll get the news you need from overnight and see what's developing.
Get a personalized weather forecast for your neighborhood and across the heartland. Plus, I bet we'll make you crack a smile.
And if you know me, you know I'm thrifty, so I'm going to find you the most efficient drive for your morning commute.
So turn up your morning.
Turn on the news you trust.
Join Carolina, Bill, Greg, and Julia weekday mornings on KCTV5.
He was going to kill me, it's believed, on the day that I was rescued.
Real people.
This is not you.
It's not me.
Real problems.
We thought, oh, well, they're going to let her go.
Real life solutions.
It will save lives, no doubt about it.
Investigate TV Plus.
Weekdays at 3. It's your city. It's our show.
And we'll bring it to you live every morning.
Wake up to the people, the places, and the fun we all have here at home.
Your mornings just got better on My KC Live.
Weekdays at 9 on KCTV5.
I'm First Warn 5 Chief Meteorologist Luke Doris. I want to take a moment to tell you about something very important. It's called First Warn 5, and it's designed to give you advanced warning when you need it.
With First Warn 5, our mission is to identify specific bad weather days that could bring disruptive or even dangerous weather to Kansas City. Here's how it works. Let's say it's a Monday and our forecast data shows signs of extreme weather brewing out west that can affect us on Friday.
Like a winter storm coming in from the Rockies that we think will impact your neighborhood.
Or excessive heat that could put you in danger at work or in your yard.
Or severe storms that could flood roadways during your morning commute.
If our advanced weather tools see this coming, our team kicks into high gear.
We'll issue a First Warn 5 weather day here on TV and on all your devices.
Hey, we're not here to alarm you, but we will warn you with what we know when we know it.
So you can make plans before it makes an impact here at home.
This is why we first warned, only on KCTV5. only on KCTV5. It's new, it's live, and it's about Kansas City.
Breaking tonight at 5.
Live at 5 with Brad Stevens and Carolyn Long.
We're getting our most detailed look yet.
Gets you up to speed quickly.
In the Waldo area of Kansas City, Missouri.
Your eyes.
Remarkable
Your
story.
voice.
To ask you about physical inspection.
And your first warning from Chief Meteorologist Luke Doris. So you always feel protected and connected with Live at 5. Only on KCTV5. Download KCTV's app on your favorite streaming platform.
Hey, before we went to break, we asked you this question. How many layers are in the Earth's atmosphere? The answer? 5 layers. There are the troposphere, which is the layer that we live in. From there, it goes to the stratosphere, the mesosphere, the thermosphere, and finally, the exosphere.
Here are the 5 things you need to know from KCTV5.
I failed that quiz, by the way, Luke. I got that wrong. All right, Liberty Hospital and KU Health have finalized their merger. The two sides made the announcement after extensive talks. As part of the agreement, all Liberty Hospital workers will be retained. There will also be a new 11-member advisory committee. 6 will be from the Liberty community. That deal is expected to close July 1st. The United Methodist Church has lifted its 40-year ban on gay clergy. Delegates within the church voted overwhelmingly to lift the ban. There will be a vote later this week that would remove, or could remove rather, the church's stance that homosexuality is incompatible with Christian beliefs. A man is in custody after a standoff that crossed state lines. Both KCPD and KCK police worked together to arrest a man after he ran into some woods near St. Louis Avenue in the West Bottoms area. A negotiator was brought in to talk with him. Eventually, he was taken into custody with the help of a canine. Expect a text from police after calling 911. KCPD says it plans to send an anonymous survey that asks questions about the officers who responded to the call. The department says those responses will then be used to create a program to increase accountability and transparency. Well, some Royals fans will not be able to watch their team's games. An impasse between Comcast, Xfinity, and Diamond Sports has caused subscribers to lose access to Bally Sports regional networks. A spokeswoman for Diamond says it's trying to get an agreement to restore broadcasts. In the meantime, you'll have to watch on places like Fubo and DirecTV Stream.
All right, we have had some rain here lately. It has been a rough past couple weeks. Storms just keep coming and going. We caught a little break today, but there's more on the way, not only for tomorrow, but also into our weekend. So Thursday, first warn, anytime that weather could impact your day, we throw a first warn on that. If it's a high level impact where it could be dangerous or highly disruptive, we'd go to a first warn weather day. For Thursday, scattered showers and thunderstorms, could have some strong ones in there. Friday, good looking day. It's going to be a nice break. And then Saturday comes in. That's our weekend. We have more rain in the picture. First warn for that too. That might adjust your plans for Saturday. All right, forecast track. We're on the stormy side of this system. This is through tonight and in through our Thursday. Look at the forecast radar. It's got all the bright colors. It's all producing a lot of heavy rain and lit up for us through our Thursday, probably into the evening. But behind that is the dry side of this system. That's what comes in as we go to Friday. Behind that is another one. These things just keep coming. They're on a track where every day or two we get a new system to slide by. All right, right now, 72 and beautiful from Kansas City. East breeze at 14. Sunshine, so nice to see that. And looking good. Visibility's full. This is another view. This is our Aetna First Warn weather cam. Beautiful. 66 in Bethany, 63 in Maryville. This is where we have more cloud cover. We have some showers there. Then it warms as we head south into the 70s, mid-70s by Richmond, and then Odessa 77. Harrisonville is at 80. Clinton, you're at 81 degrees. Here's our first Warn 5 Doppler, just starting to scoot those showers up by the Iowa border out of here. The rest of us dry right now. Your next 6 hours, your evening, largely dry. We will watch for some rain to come in probably after 10, closer to midnight. Temperatures here are going to hold in the upper 60s for much of our evening too. This is your Thursday in the morning. Good bet for showers and thunderstorms. I would bring the umbrella with me tomorrow, and your commute could be a little bit slowed. 64, it's a warm start. 73 for your afternoon high with rain coming and going. All right, south wind at 10 to 20. We will probably catch some dry gaps. It may not rain all day long everywhere. I don't think it will, but chances are elevated throughout the day. So it's a first warn throughout the day. 50 to 60% rain chances for your Thursday. Let's see it on forecast track. There's your morning round. This one, it slides to the south, but we never clear it in Kansas City. You might up in Maryville and Bethany. This is 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Notice some of these cells could be on the strong side, could see some hail and high winds. There it is by 11 p.m. There, excuse me, is a severe risk tomorrow. It's low, though. It's a level 1 out of 5, where you could see a few small pockets of hail and high wind. Here's Friday. This is the day. Sunny and nice. Forecast radar is good and quiet. We're in the low to mid to even upper 70s for Friday, so it's sunshine there before here comes Saturday. Now, Saturday's not a washout. Some showers in the morning, and then we turn drier. Your afternoon plans on Saturday, they look better. Hey, with all the rain that we have had, it's kind of difficult to know how to get ready in the morning, especially for our young ones, the kids. Let's go over to Melissa. Melissa, what do you have over there for the bus stop forecast?
Absolutely. Well, this time of year can bring wild swings in temperature, also rain chances in the morning, dry in the afternoon, and vice versa. Meteorologist Savannah Tennyson is tracking what we need to expect at the bus stop tomorrow morning.
While more rain showers and thunderstorms are on the way just in time for your Thursday, temperatures are going to be in the mid-60s as you're heading off to school for the kiddos and heading off to work for you. As you're coming home, you're still going to need the umbrella, so make sure that you pack it early in the morning, maybe even tonight. Heading home, temperatures are going to be in the mid-70s. Still, those showers and storms are going to be around, continuing to press through the area. Not going to be a complete washout of the day for everyone, but you will want the umbrella.
All right, let's take a moment and dive back in time into our weather vault. May 1st marks a historic and dark day in Kansas's history. It was in 1895. The first F5 tornado struck Sedgwick and Harvey counties. At least 25 farms were leveled. A few of them completely vanished. And you may have noticed that this tornado was labeled F5, not EF5. Why is that? Let's go over to meteorologist Warren Sears, as he's been digging into the science with this. Warren, what's the difference between the two?
So the F scale turned into the EF scale, Luke. It was the Fujita scale, named after Dr. Fujita back in the day, and the scale was put into place to estimate tornado wind speeds based on damage. So after the fact, after the tornado came through, the teams would assess damage. The EF, enhanced Fujita scale, was what went into place in 2007. So again, it's just a continuation and a little bit of an adjustment. So now they take into account wind speeds, but also the materials used and affected and the construction of different structures. So again, it was just, and now it takes into account a few extra things to really hone in on that wind speed. Let's show you that scale. EF0, 65 to 86 miles per hour. That's just a couple of shingle down, you know, things like that. Small trees uprooted at EF1. EF2 gets into considerable damage. And then anything EF3 and greater is when we could see some extreme damage out there. Brad?
All right, thanks, Warren. It is Wednesday, but most of us are already looking ahead to the weekend. Ahead, Melissa has an in-depth look at what to expect in your 7-day forecast.
You're watching the First Warn 5 Weather Show, only on KCTV5. Only on KCTV5. It's new, it's live, and it's about Kansas City.
Breaking tonight at 5.
Live at 5 with Brad Stevens and Carolyn Long.
We're getting our most detailed look yet.
Gets you up to speed quickly.
In the Waldo area of Kansas City, Missouri.
Your eyes.
Remarkable
Your
story.
voice.
I wanted to ask you about physical inspection.
And your first warning from Chief Meteorologist Luke Doris. So you always feel protected and connected with Live at 5. Only on KCTV5.
Keeping you safe from severe weather is the most important thing we do.
It's why we created First Warn 5.
The best way to spot extreme weather.
Days before it threatens Kansas City.
Hours before it impacts our roads.
Anytime, on any screen,
before it hits your neighborhood.
When we issue a First Warn 5 weather day, we put you first.
With a team of experts to look out for you.
First Warn 5 means when we know, you'll know well in advance.
Giving you more time to prepare.
This is why we first warn, only on KCTV5.
He was going to kill me, it's believed, on the day that I was rescued.
Real people.
This is not you.
It's not me.
Real problems.
We thought, oh, well, they're going to let her go.
Real life solutions.
It will save lives, no doubt about it.
Investigate TV Plus.
Weekdays at 3. It's your city. It's our show.
And we'll bring it to you live every morning.
Wake up to the people, the places, and the fun we all have here at home.
Your mornings just got better on My KC Live.
Weekdays at 9 on KCTV5.
I'm First Warn 5 Chief Meteorologist Luke Doris. I want to take a moment to tell you about something very important. It's called First Warn 5, and it's designed to give you advanced warning when you need it.
With First Warn 5, our mission is to identify specific bad weather days that could bring disruptive or even dangerous weather to Kansas City. Here's how it works. Let's say it's a Monday and our forecast data shows signs of extreme weather brewing out west that can affect us on Friday.
Like a winter storm coming in from the Rockies that we think will impact your neighborhood.
Or excessive heat that could put you in danger at work or in your yard.
Or severe storms that could flood roadways during your morning commute.
If our advanced weather tools see this coming, our team kicks into high gear.
We'll issue a First Warn 5 weather day here on TV and on all your devices.
Hey, we're not here to alarm you, but we will warn you with what we know when we know it.
So you can make plans before it makes an impact here at home.
This is why we first warned, only on KCTV5.
Turn up your morning.
Get up, get going, and turn on KCTV 5.
We'll bring you local stories that matter and get you ready for your day.
You'll get the news you need from overnight and see what's developing.
Get a personalized weather forecast for your neighborhood and across the heartland. Plus, I bet we'll make you crack a smile.
And if you know me, you know I'm thrifty, so I'm going to find you the most efficient drive for your morning commute.
So turn up your morning.
Turn on the news you trust.
Join Carolina, Bill, Greg, and Julia weekday mornings on KCTV5. Download KCTV's app on your favorite streaming platform.
We have several first warns in the forecast over the next 7 days. The first one is tomorrow, as we have that first warn for an isolated strong to severe storm possible throughout the course of the day. Main threats are going to be damaging winds, hail, as well as some heavy rainfalls. We have a 1 out of 5 risk in the area. In terms of Saturday, we see another first warn for the chance for rain, mainly in the morning, eventually starting to push out by the time we head into the afternoon hours. So I think rain chances in the morning and eventually clearing as we head into our Saturday evening. Brad, back to you.
All right, thanks, Melissa. Tonight at 10, take 2. A Jackson County legislator is trying to get Arrowhead renovations back on the ballot.
Realistically, waiting any longer, waiting for a cool down period, that's not feasible in this market. And so we need to jump back to the table and say, we're here, we're ready. We want to make sure the Chiefs stay in Kansas City.
But there is already opposition to another vote. We dive into the details and what's different this time around and why a second try may have to wait. That's tonight on KCTV 5 News at 10. And if you want to see more of Kansas City's only local all-weather show, you can join us again tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. And then starting next week, we're going to be live on air starting at 6:30 on KCTV 5. And we are all excited about that for sure.
Yeah, we are. Excited for some dry time coming in on Friday. Would you go wash your hot rod or something so we can get this to shut off for a bit?
I keep waiting for Mother Nature to give me the free rain, the free wash. And it's happened frequently. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you back here again tomorrow night, and we'll see you over on KCTV 5 News for the news at 10 o'clock.